Okay, so today now we're going to look at the classical theory. This is another theory of how the interest rate is determined. Okay, the classical theory. Okay, and this theory states that interest rate is determined when savings equals investments. This is one is similar to the loanable funds theory. Okay, savings same as the supply of loans. Investments, demand for loans. Okay. Whenever you save, yeah, supplying loans. Okay. Whenever you need money to invest, you're demanding for a loan. Okay. So those who need to invest, businesses and government. Those who save, as the people within the nation. So just like the classical theory, oops, here. Okay, so here we have on our x-axis, we have amount of, this is the amount of savings or investments. Amount of savings and investment on the x-axis. On the y-axis, you have your interest rate. Okay. So there's an inverse relationship between investing and the interest rate. Okay. At high interest rates, the cost of borrowing is high, so you'll be reluctant to invest. Right. At low interest rates, the cost of borrowing is low, so you'd want to invest more by getting loans. You get a loan and you invest. Okay. Then savings has an upward slope like this. At high interest rates, people want to save more. At lower interest rates, people save less. Okay. So where savings equal investment, that is your interest rate. Okay, that's the interest rate within the nation. Okay. If people save a lot, okay, and our savings increase, it means there is more money to loan out by the banks. And when the banks have got a lot of money to loan out, it means they lower interest rates. Call this I2. Okay. If there is a lot of investing, let me just draw it here. Basically, meaning there's a lot of borrowing going on. Okay, it means the banks don't have all the money in the world. They have a limited supply of money. Okay, so the less money the banks have to loan out, the higher the interest rates. Okay. So the classical theory and the loanable funds theory are very similar. Okay, because even if we just get back to the loanable funds theory, okay, if the supply of loans increases, meaning people are investing, I mean, people are saving, all right, your supply of loans will shift here like this. And what happens? Interest rates drop. Okay, interest rates drop. Let's say we started at this point here, which I've put an X. Okay, then the supply of loans shifts. We come down to this point I here, means interest rates have dropped. Okay, because people are saving, all right, and supplying loans. So it means the banks have got a lot of money. And when they have a lot of money to loan out, they'll lower interest rates. Okay, yes. Any questions, colleagues?